Yo, welcome everyone to episode 2 of our youth build. So, let's recap on episode 1. Episode 1, we bought in some players, we signed some players, we sold some players, and now we've got some players to make our team. So we have now got a team, some of us youth, some of us not. It's not 100% youth yet. It may take us a season or two to get them youth players in. Maybe hopefully we can get up the league table a little bit. I doubt that very strongly, but it depends on how we do. So, this episode, we're going to be going through the season. We're going to try and get to January. While simming each month, I'm going to be showing you each of the youth system and what we get from the youth academy scouts. Once that's done, then we can then progress. We're just going to sim all the games and then see how it goes. So, that's what we're going to do. Each month we'll have an update. Get to January, we're going to go in and try and sign 1 or 2 players and then skip straight to the end of the season doing the exact same thing. So hopefully that will be done in this episode depending on how much we sign and how well it goes. So let's get on with it. So everyone, here we have it. This is where we left off on episode 2. And as you can see, we are now in our little cup competition, whatever you want to call it. The BSM trophy is like the St. John Patron trophy back in the day. We're 15th, I believe, in the league, from what I remember. 14th in the league. We just started. We've only played 4 games. We won 1, drawn 2, lost 1. So it's not a great start, but it's not the worst start we could possibly have. Just to remind you, we have got a younger squad. We've got 1 or 2 players like a Dobson here, who's not really a youngster. The rest are youngsters, to be fair. I think we don't. And maybe Semic might not be a youngster, but apart from that, I think we've got a very good squad of younger players than I thought. We have also still got the academy players as well, which we can have a look by here. Some of these are half tidy. You know what I mean? We've got a couple of 17-year-olds coming through, building up. And we also got a couple of the younger ones as well, who are up and coming, so we can keep these in there as long as we can to try and build them up into top quality players, while we've still got our scouts on the go, which will come at the end of every month. So what I'll do, I'll skip to the end of the following month, and then we can look together while having a little look at the results. So let's skip to the end of the month and see how it goes. So here we have it. These are the results at the end of the month. I'm going to skip one more and then we'll get our youth players coming through to see who we can bring through to the team. I've also got, so every 2 months you have 1 youth tournament. So after this batch, I will play the youth tournament to get the players up to scratch, maybe improve a couple of players. So as you can see, we drew in the cup 0-0. We had a couple of wins. We had 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, as you can see there. So not a bad start, considering we are playing with the youth players as we should be. So let's have a little look at our standings. But here we're up to 12th in the league. I think that's not bad, to be fair. It could be a lot worse. We're probably not going to hit the promotions, but 12th is a nice little play. 12 points at the moment. Top is on 16. So we're only 4 points away, so that's not bad at all when we look into it. So let's skip ahead and let's have a little look now at this youth team. So going into the first, we have got a game as well, but we know that we have got our youth players. So let's go to the youth team by here. And we're going to start, let's start with the Germans first. Let's have a little look at the German keepers that we've got. Again, we are struggling to find a decent German keeper, but we are getting some good prospects, I think, with some really good potentials. There is a diving bug, I don't know if you know, guys, but it's showing the diving's really, really low on it. Don't know why, but yeah, it's just one of those things. If we're going to sign one, I probably want to sign someone who's probably quite young, with a decent playstyle 3 and 4. Don't know what that means. I kind of want to sweep a keeper. So I'm going to sign this person. We'll give it a go. The rest we're going to reject because they're not very good. So we've got the goalkeeper out of the way. It is quite hard to find a decent young keeper. in this game I have found so far. So now we're going to Brazil for a more of a defensive-minded player, I believe. I can't remember what we're actually searching for on this, so we can have a little look back here. So let's have a little look. So we have got, okay, so this is one that I don't really understand. So we've got 55 to 75 on the overall at the moment, but then you have a look at the potential of 65 to 89. So I don't know how that's going to play out. So we'll have to have a little look in terms of that. Yeah, we've got a couple of them like that. So we're going to sign him. We'll sign him. We'll sign... we can't sign him. Okay, take me there. So now we've got to do the cutting. Who's not worth it at the moment? Who's the baggage? Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but you got to release. You got to release you. You're 16 and you're not performing. We've got a keeper here who's 15, 47. How is our keepers? What keepers have we got? So they're the only two keepers we've got. We got to keep a keeper. Keeper? Is that the right wording? We got to keep one of these keepers simply because we need one for our tournaments, okay? I want to look now, see if we can promote any of these geezers up here in terms of what we can do. We can maybe promote him. So we're going to do that. We might promote him. So we're going to do that. There you go. We've freed up 2 spots now at least. So we can sign him. Really hard to judge. I do find it hard in this game to judge in terms of what potential we want. I'm going to reject all them because we're trying to want the best of the best. Or the better of the best, if that makes sense. On to Wales, where we're looking at our forward line. Oof. Not great again. This is a bad month. We'll sign him. We'll go with it, but that's not a great month. I'm not going to lie to you. That's not a great month. We're going to reject all these. Look, we signed 1 or 2 players there. We're going to have a little look at our youth squad now. At least then we can have a further look into what it could be. So let's have a little look. So here we have it. This is our youth squad, and I have put it in position order so you can see what we're working with. We've just signed the striker. Look, we just have to see how they develop and how they progress. I do want to put development plans in place for them, simply because we can get him how we want him to play and see if we can progress him in that aspect. Also, it helps with their style of play in our team, i.e. inside forwards, advanced forward, etc, etc. It might be a good start to do that. We have got some decent players. We've got a 64 rated Camber here. The only issue is I don't play with a Cam, so I don't know where we can possibly move him or change his position to. Sent it for 71 weeks. Maybe a left winger or a right winger. If he's right-footed, I kind of want him on the left wing. We'll have to see. We'll put him on. We'll try him at a left wing because nothing else. That'll take 10 weeks to progress. And that is sent so right mid. Yeah. So we're gonna put him on the left wing. See if we can progress him into that. We don't play with an attacking midfielder. Same as him. We don't play with an attacking midfielder. So we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, it's not looking good, if I'm really honest, for these attacking midfielders, even though they're very, very good. So they could be someone we look to let go in the future, simply because that's not what we're looking for and how we want to play. So I'm going to go and play some youth tournaments now. We'll be back next month again to see now where we're going to get. So hold on a second. Let me do my youth tournament. Let me progress 1 or 2 players and see where we go from there. So here we have it. We're coming to the end of October, and I want to say it's a pretty good month of results. No big fat red L's. All we have is W's and some draws, but it's a good, promising sign that our players are developing, which is good, because that's what we wanted to do. We want to have a fully youth squad developed for winning titles, championships, the lot, all in the future. But at the minute, I'm happy with the progression we've got. As you can see, we had a lot of wins there, and I just want to show us the league table. We are now up to 3rd, which is playoff position. This is absolutely fantastic for the club, but also really good for our players to be playing in the highest stakes, the biggest games, to be winning it. Do you think that we're going to get in the top 2? Personally, no. I'll be happy if we can get in the playoff positions, which I believe is from 3rd to 5th, maybe, or 6th. I don't know. I think it's the 4 below it, so that'll be 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. If we can finish there, I'll be very happy. If we can get promoted via that way, even better. But I wouldn't mind staying another season in the League One, just so we can progress our players a little bit. What I am going to start doing is showing you the final of the Youth Cup, just so you can get a little idea of what the 5-a-side game is like. It's pretty fun, it can be pretty boring. I set mine to the lowest number, which is 3 minutes, and it is actual 3 minutes of game footage, so it is pretty fun to use the players that we wouldn't normally use because they are in the youth squad. So now we've got the chance now to skip ahead to get our youth report for this month. So let's go and get that. Let's stop that by there because it's going to keep simming otherwise. And let's go to our scholarships by here. Here we go. And we're going to start with the normal. Let's go straight to Wales. Let's have a little look what we got. And we got 1 or 2 decent players, I think, here. I'm looking at what I'm looking at their overall, but also their potential. I want them to have a 94. That's the best you can get. Anything above 90, I'm really happy to take on, simply because that's the maximum you get. So if someone's, for instance, but here is on 76, I don't want to take someone who's below that because he can't achieve above a 76. So for me, there's only, if it's between Mr. Tony Green and Adam Griffith, for me, I'm going for Tony Green, okay? So just a quick little look by here. I can only see one player, which is really going to be benefiting us in the long run, which is probably this person by here. It's got a very low overall in terms of 45 to 61, where these ones I've got a bit better overall, but they've got a lower potential standard. So for me, I'm going to sign this player. The rest, I'm probably not going to sign. We got an 88 rated by here, which again is really good. But for me, that's not something that I'm really looking for at the moment. I want the best of the best. And to get the best of the best, you've got to be the best of the best in mentality. And that's what we're doing. 94, 90s only. Let's move on to Brazil, where I'm probably going to contradict myself now and sign someone who's not a potential of 94. But we're going to try our best. So, 15-year-old over here, potential of 70 to 94, which is good, but his overall is 63 to 71. This does raise a bit of an alarm bell, like, oh, what's going on here? But we can work with that, I think. Okay, we got another one here again, which is centre mid, which is 94 as well. So I might sign 2 of these players by here. And for me, yeah, I'm just going to sign these 2. We're going to have to take a look at our scholars by here and see who we can drop in and out. It's depending on situations. Obviously, we need a keeper. See how it goes. 93 by there, so 94 still. I'm looking at the lower rated who are not 94s. So for instance, this right back by here, unfortunately, is 67 to 75. It's not really going to cut it for us at the moment. So I'm going to release this player and we won't be able to sign him back. Next out right here, centre midfield over here, potential of 66. That's not great. Unfortunately, you've got to go. Any more now that we're looking to get rid of? Look, we can get rid of these 2. They're not great potential wise. This guy could already reach his potential of 17, which is crazy to think. Personally, I am going to let him go. Or maybe do I keep him? Look, we'll keep him for the minute unless we need to get rid of him. So we can sign him, and we're going to sign this kid as well. We're going to reject the others, even though some of them are actually pretty good, to be fair. But I wish we could have a bigger squad of youngsters, which is mad to say because they have increased it as it is. Again, now we're looking for keepers. We have already got a keeper. I don't want to have more than 2 keepers. So if I'm going to guess someone, I want someone who's better than we've already got. That is pretty hard to do at the moment. But then again, we have got players like this geezer here, I can't say the name, who potentially might be better than our keeper is already. Super keeper status, which is good. But it's 41 to 55 rated overall at the moment. With our keeper, I want to say... No, instead of guessing, let's have a little look what our keepers are. So 45 to 48, 45 and 48. So, wait, this is the same person. Jonas Zimmerman. Oh, this is Hannes Zimmerman. Interesting. Should we sign... Should we, for lols, just release this player and then sign their brother or something like that? That'd be quite funny. Let's do that. And there we go. We have signed a keeper just for the lols. Keepers are really hard to get on here. Really hard to develop, it seems like. We're quite low ratings. But we have got it done and dusted. So let's take a look at our youth squad now. And to see how that has progressed. Or even if it has progressed. So here we have our youth squad. I've set it to the best to the worst. And obviously the older the player, normally the better the player, simply because they have played football long and they've developed more time to develop. So we are still in the works. We're about 4 weeks away from completing this attacking mid to our left winger. And again, we have progressed quite a lot in terms of these. If you can have a little look, these are 87 rated potential players, which is quite good. There's some that we kept simply because, look, they're 71. If they don't progress soon, then they may be worth just chucking the team and selling on, simply to get some profit in. There is also some very good margins, as you can see by here. Again, how realistic are these? We don't know. The only way to find out is by keep doing it, keep playing them, and seeing how they progress. So that's what we're going to be doing. We got a 48 and a 45 keeper. Look, let's see how it goes with these. I will be showing you our so-called best players, and I'm going to put them in the team for potential only. So I'll be playing the best potential players in the squad in the final. As you can see, we are in the quarterfinal of the Youth Cup at the moment. So what I'll do, I'll show you the final of this in just a second. But yeah, it's looking good. Our squad is doing okay, I think. There's no major issues. As far as I can see, the sharpness is not great. I don't know why that is. But hey, we move. The sharpness will get there eventually. We've got a couple of injuries. A couple of players on the bench. But all in all, it's a good progression of players. People are starting to progress nicely with their overall. So let's skip now to the next end of the month and see what other youth players we get in. In fact, I will save the Youth Cup finals for next month, simply because they are in a 2-month rotation, which I did forget about for a second. So next month we'll play the Youth Cup, not this month. So it's that time of the month again. November has come to an end. We have got one game to play, but I just want to show us where we are at the moment. So if we go to our calendar, we can see the previous results. Again, we haven't lost a game so far. Draws and wins, which are good. Again, losing is a bonus. You're picking up points, which means you are going to be successfully safe, potentially, from the drop. But also, we can also progress these players on wins and draws. So that's pretty good. Really happy with that. We have got a cup game upcoming now, which is pretty cool. I'm going to show you the team so far. Again, not many people have progressed, but we have had a couple of changes to our potentials, which might help or worsen the players. We shall see. But at the moment, these two players are looking very, very dull, as it shows that their potential is kind of maxed out. at their minimum already. So they'll probably looking to go into the first team to progress from 61 to 77 or 71, which probably won't happen with us. So let's go ahead. Let's go and sim this game. We can do this quick simba here quickly. While we're here, fix problem yourself, auto fix unavailable players for this match. Auto fix, let's go. Automatically fix, boom, and we lost. As I said, we haven't lost a game. What happens? I automatically sim it and we lose. That is just absolutely typical. Let's have a little look at the squad at the moment. The sharpness is coming, which is good. I like that. We have got some, look, we've got some decent players coming through. Which is good. Progression is decent. The keeper is going well so far. It's good. It's promising signs. I like it a lot. So we're doing well. We're doing well. I'm proud of it. I'm happy with it. Let's get it going. Let's get this going. Right. I am now going to go skip ahead to the magical bit. Let's have a little look. Here they are. The youth players of... Let's go Brazil first. Let's have a little look. Youth players of Brazil, see who we've got coming through. So, I'm instantly drawn to these two. Again, this is a bit of a weird one in terms of the overall says it's 54 to 72, but the potential says 62 to 84. Our rule is quite simple here. We only go for 90s or above, just because we can try and get the best out of them from the beginning. So we're going to reject. We're going to reject. We're going to reject. And we're going to reject. Okay, so these are the two that we're looking for at the moment. So we're going to go to the youth squad. And we're going to sort this by potential. Oh, this person has got a position change. This might help their potential. We never know. We're going to sort by potential. And we're going to get rid of the ones that are not good enough for us at the moment. Which, look, it is what it is. So, we're going to release the player. Release the player. Release the player. We're going to release 4 players per here, looks like. And we're going to release the player, which, again, they were the 4 OGs of our signings when we first started. And we're going to sign... Reyes and Silva. We're going to call them Reyes and Silva. Let's sign them and we'll have a little look in a second at how they are doing. Let's go straight to Wales. This is where the next exciting bit should happen. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. We have got a striker here who is potentially 80 to 94, which is a very good overall. Again, this guy, this Griffith, is back again. 71 potential on the screen, but then it maxes out 77. For me, it's got to be rejected, unfortunately. If I'm going to sign one, it's Bowen. Tom Bowen, we are signing you up and running. Do we bring Nathan Williams in? You know what? I'm just going to leave him there. I'm going to leave him there in the report, just in case. You never know what might happen. He may come back and become like the world's best player. You never know. Right then, let's have a little look. So we've got a 92 year. His name's Ollie. Ollie. We're going to sign him just to see what he looks like compared to our others. The others we're going to reject. And that is us done. Let's have a little look at the youth squad to see who we've got available and who we haven't got available for the upcoming youth tournament. So this is the squad we have in our youth tournament at the moment available to us. We got 3 keepers, which is pretty cool. We got that new keeper we just signed, which is pretty nice. In fact, it's very nice because he has the ability to play sweep keeper and a normal goalkeeper, and he's our best keeper, which is absolutely fantastic to know. The only issue I've got is that his potential is from 68 to 92. That is a bit of an issue for myself, but we can move on. He is 16 years old. We have got a 15-year-old here. Again, one thing I do like about this, their heights can progress with their age, like it would naturally. So that is pretty cool. I do like that. Moving on now to the midfield defensive side of it. We've only got one defender, which is our left back by here. Yeah, half decent. Not a bad little overall and potential he has got. We're moving on to our best midfielder, which is Diego Silva, which is nice, pretty cool. 61 rated. We see how it goes, and then we got onto our strikers then, which I just realised we've got a front 3 strikers of all Welshness, which is nice to see from a Welshman myself. With Connor Lewis, our best one, our best option, with Tom Bowen and Tony Green, which are second best options. Look, it's nothing to be absolutely bawling over. It's something interesting. So, if what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this for potential to the highest, potential to the lowest, and this is how we're going to play it. So we're going to play C. Lewis. Okay, we're going to play Connor Lewis up front. We're going to move on then to the midfield, where we're going to play Correz and Texiasianyan. We're going to play them two. Fluent, as you can tell. So that's 3. We've got the keeper, which is 4. And then we're going to play our left back, simply because he's the only defender we've got. And we need to progress defenders into our team. So that's what I'm going to be playing in the youth cup all the way through. Let me know what you think of the squad. Who would you keep in? Who would you take out? Let me know any suggestions, and we'll go for it. So we're going Logan Brown. We are going Connor Lewis, Pedro Correa, or Corella, I don't know. Edison Texiarial. Don't really know how to say their names. We're just going to go with it, and we're going to have some fun. So let's go. Yo, so here we are, the 30th of December, the halfway point, all the way through. Let's have a little look how we've done this month and go from there. So, look, it wasn't a great month. We had a lot of red on there. We had 3 losses, 2 draws, 1 win only, and another draw. So we had 3 draws, 3 losses, 1 win. This will affect us definitely going forward. Not looking great, to be honest with you. Let's have a little look how we're doing it in the league. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the first, the halfway point. So we're going to click yes, but here, skip to the first. We'll get all our stuff coming through, but also we can have a look at dead on the halfway point, how we are doing with everything going on at the moment. So let's have a little look at our league standing. So in the league standing, we are still 3rd. I don't know how, but we are a big points difference away at the moment. We're 9 points adrift, which is quite a big gap. But if we can still stay 3rd, which again, if you have a look at from 3rd to 6th, we're all on the same points, but we have got a very good goal difference, which is decent. It's decent. We need to start getting more wins on the board. That may need to be that we need to improve. I want to get rid of the older players. So this January transfer window, I'm going to try to get rid of the older ones. Keep anybody under the age of 23, for instance, something like that. And try and keep a bit of quality there. Otherwise, we are just going to blitz our chances. But we have got some great quality in that department. Next thing then, I want to have a little look at the trophy, because we did do okay in this trophy. It doesn't look like we're still in it. No, we're not. So that means we got knocked out, which is a bit of a shame, but there we go. We lose, we lose. If we win, we win. I want to have a little look at next is the stats of our players. See how they've been getting on. See if there's any of the top scorers up here. So, let's have a little look if any else the top scorer. Oh, hey, we got Floors with 7 goals and 17 appearances, which is half tidy. Let's have a look at assists. If we've got anyone going there. We've got Rathbone, who with 4 assists with 20 appearances, which normally means that some of the youth players are probably not playing as much as they want to then. If one is you, clean sheets. Are we there? Hey, we've had 3 and 21, which is not great, let's be honest. Red cards and yellow cards I don't really care about. So we've got 1 or 2 players in the top half for this. That's something to look forward to. We're 3rd in the league at the minute, so we're in a playoff position at this moment, but there's a huge difference between us, Huddersfield and Birmingham. But then again, we have got a side that is a lot weaker than all of this because we've got a lot of youth players. So that's something to maybe think about. Now let's have a little look at our youth scholars. Again, we're going to go straight to the Germany because we're probably not going to sign anyone from there. Even though half decent actually. Take to the youth. Half decent, I guess. Maybe get rid of. Yeah, probably going to get rid of you. I just want to see what this keeper is because it could be a potentially of 64 overall, which is pretty good with all the others as well. So we're going to reject these. I'm going to go have a little look now so we can have a little look straight away what it will be at. 51. So it's an improvement. It is an improvement. To be honest, I'm probably going to release that youth player. And let's have a little look now at the overall potentials. Tony Green, look, it's not looking great for you, my friend. I'm going to personally release for the minute. The rest are really, really close now. We're getting really competitive for these positions at the moment with great overalls for some of the players as well. So we're going to go straight to Wales now and see if there's any good potential players here. Lee be here. Lee, I know Lee well. No, I haven't got a clue. Lee Howell be here. 92 potential rating. 73. It's such a big gap between everything. It's hard to really work out which ones are good and which ones are not. But based off what I'm seeing by here, he is the best one out of that lot. So we're going to sign him. We're going to reject all these. We're going to have to start trying to be a bit more picky and trying to get the best and not just accepting any old random fodder coming through. Let's have a little look by here. Again, it's not great, is it? It's really not great. Potentials are really low. Nothing above 90. I'm going to reject all of them. Shame. Real big shame because I thought some of these would be decent, you know, but it's not. We can't do it. We can't do it. We've got rules that are in place. So that's a really poor set of youths that we got from there. Let's have a little look now at the youth squad to see if there's anyone we can promote. Maybe help us squad a little bit in depth or something like that. So let's have a little look. So this is how our youth team's looking at the moment. We got two keepers here. We got a 49 rated 15-year-old, and we got a 51 rated goalkeeper, a 17-year-old. Good potentials potentially, depending on how they progress. See how it goes. Personally, the good thing about that is progression has gone up, potential's gone up as well. So I do want my keepers to play a sweep keeper style of football for me. That's how I like them. That's how I want them to play. And if they can't do it, then maybe they need to look to play football elsewhere. We've got our left back by here. Again, look, he's the only defender that we've got in the squad at the moment. We've got a lot of midfielders, and I think it's very competitive for midfielders at the moment in our squad. As you can see, we've got a lot of them. We've got a couple of 15-year-olds. We've got a 14-year-old here. It looks really good and really promising. De Silva be here, 17-year-old, 61 rated. Good potential as well. I like it. I like it a lot. Maybe I should start potentially creating him into something that he wants to be. Deep lane playmaker. Let's get him to 2 pluses on that. We've got our left wingers. Okay, he's 14 years old, so we'll see how he goes. Potentially could be there. We may not be here next time. Same as Lee Howell, he might not be here next time. 68 potential has gone down. His weak foot's not great. His pace seems to plateau. There's no progress at the moment. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep a little eye out, and we'll put a development on him just so he can be an inside forward to see if we can help boost them stats a little bit. see how it goes. And we got 2 strikers. One of them, Tom Bowen, not great, but Lewis, Connor Lewis felt really good when we were playing the youth tournament. I think, look, he's 6'1" and he's 17 years old, so he could still potentially grow to about 6'2", 6'3". He's a big striker, and you know what? He's got a great finish on him. Really like him. Hopefully, he could be something decent. We shall see. So that is it for this month. Next now is January. We're going to try and offload some players, try and get some players in as well that we need. If we can't already use them from here, then we will try and obviously buy someone who's young, just so we can try and use as much of the youth players, but also get some decent players in so we can actually protect ourselves and get that promotion via the playoffs. So everyone, it is that time of day. It is now the end of January, and yes, we have added 1 player, which is from our youth academy, and we have sold 3. One of them was a mistake. I should never have sold him, but he wanted to leave. He put in a transfer request because he wasn't getting enough game time that he believes he does. We have promoted Lewis up to the starting 11 simply because we sold 2 strikers that we weren't using, and we may as well use our youth project in the squad. We may as well use him. That's what we brought him in for. That's what we're using the youth squad for. So we have done that in our squad. I want to now show you who we have sold, the couple of players we have sold, and the reasons why. We've sold, well, we've got rid of 2 for free. Sorry, we got rid of 1 for free. Where is he? There you go. We got rid of 1 for free, which is on a contract, so he'll stay with us for the end of the season, and then he'll move over to Mantova. Don't know who they are, but wish him all the best. We don't really want him. He's a bit old now, so we want to keep that age down as best we can and try and bring in good, promising talent through our youth system. We got rid of, obviously, our striker, who's on the bench, that foul. Look, got some decent money for him. I'm happy with that, all in all. We had to get rid of this 17-year-old. He wanted to go. He did not want to play for us. He put in a transfer request. This is my biggest mistake for not seeing it sooner. My bad. But look, 17-year-old, 610k. He's going to be a really good player. He's going to be in the prospects of 80 plus. So which is a really good first team player. And we got rid of another striker, which is Callum Edwards, 18-year-old. We just got better ones in our youth system at the moment. So it was a good deal to go and get him gone. Personally, he only had a couple of months left on our contract. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to skip ahead. We are going to have a little look at who we can sign ready for our youth tournament, which is the end of next month. So we're going to play it at the beginning of this month when we get our youth project in. But that is us done for January. Not much business, but it's enough to keep us going. So let's go and check out who we get in our youth squad prizes. So here we have it. This is our youth squad come back to us. This is what we're going to get in. Hopefully we can have a little look at some good prospects, especially the keeping department. So let's go straight to Germany and see how we're getting on. And as you can see, it's not a great start really. Potentially one that's half decent. There's not really a lot here, is it? It's a bit worrying for me when we're not really getting the keepers that we used to. You know what, right? In the older FIFAs and stuff like that, back in the day, we used to have some really good prospects on keepers. That was the one thing you're probably guaranteed to get, is a really good youth keeper. What I'm seeing so far, we're not getting many decent ones. I'm going to keep them there for if the scout report does come back again, just in case. We're going to move over to Brazil now, and we're going to have a little look here, see what we have. I can see some big numbers by here from people. We'll see how it goes, but again, there's not a lot great potential. Really bad. Get rid of. Gonna get rid of him. Gonna get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Keep these ones just to look at. Again, that's 2 now. So our midfielders in Brazil are not great. Our goalkeepers in Germany are not great. Let's have a look at our forward line in God's country, Wales. Let's have a little look. So we have Kai Andrews back here. We're going to sign him. He's 13, really good potential. And again, we're going to sign this 14-year-old as well. 76 to 94 potential as well. We're going to reject the others because there's nothing there to watch, but there's also nothing there to sign. It's quite a disappointing one, all in all. So what I'm going to do, we're going to have a little look at the youth squad like we always do and see how it's progressing. So this is how our youth squad is progressing quite nicely. As you can see, we have got a couple of decent players coming through. A big improvement on Diego da Silva over here. He was 60 rated when we last seen, I believe, or 61 maybe. He's gone up to 62, and he is getting them play style points up, and well, we like them. It's some good progression within the squad. I want to see how this 13-year-old is. He's 50 rated. He's not horrific. He's not amazing. But he has got some good potential if we can develop him into the player that we want him to be developed into. So we want him to be put into an inside forward so we can develop him. But there, we're going to have a little look at some of our best potential players. And that's just simply to see who we would like to play in this tournament. I want to see the 62 potential. It's gone down to 69 to 85, which is not great, if I'm really honest with you. We'll see how it goes. We'll watch the development very closely. What am I going to do? Look, we're going to play with some of the better potentials, which is normally the really younger players, and see how it goes. So we're going to play with Maya. We're going to play Correa. We're going to play with probably Bowen and Peace. And we're going to use our left back, which is Brown. And that's what our squad's going to be, guys. So I will see you in the final game. Again, I'll record that for you. Let's get straight to it. So here we have it. We are now in the final of the Youth Cup. So as you can see, we've got our 5 by here. With some good play styles in them. All different play styles, obviously. So let's give it a go. We're going to have a little go. We're playing against Birmingham, who should have a very good academy, to be fair. We shall see how it goes. Look at the difference in size their players compared to mine. This guy's like 10'3". What the hell? What's going on here? I'm playing against the BFGs. Oh, come on, ref. They are the BFGs, these guys, aren't they? Oh, hello. Look at the size difference. This has got to be a glitch, right? Has to be a glitch. There's no way that can be right. But here we go. We've got Brown, our left back, coming in with a goal as well, which is good to see. I like it because I like to play in a quite an aggressive back line as it is. So them getting a bit forward and getting them goals could be pretty good. Oh no. They're terrible. Just gotta play from the back. Maybe when the players are just really hard, just that short. Oh, this man, we just cut him open. Like hot knife with butter. Hot knife with butter. Playing it in now. Down to Bowen. Gonna take a shot. Wasn't a great strike. But yeah, that's our keeper. PS, which is our right winger. Bowen, I believe, is our striker. Got Brown, who's we use him for the attack. Because of that reason, he can nick the ball off pretty well like that. Play it sweaty across, boom, easy goal. Sweaty goal. Good thing about this mode, you can set it to like 3 minutes, it can be quite quick. But I haven't turned the difficulty up. I only play this, so it's no point really. Plus, it'd be pretty good for our players to get some goals under their belt when it's a bit easier. Don't really want to press with Brown. Considering they're 6'3", they're not very good in the air. Goal. It's a great finish, mind. That's a bloody great finish by Bowen, which it should be because he's our striker. We're playing our centre back, so I don't know. I still haven't worked out where to put players on the team sheet for them to go to certain positions. I do generally feel it's just a bit randomised when they just take it in turns to float around into different positions. Oh, lovely ball. It's got to be a goal. Easy work. The difficulty is quite low, I am admitting it, but you just get a nice little flavour of what it's like, how you can do it as well. Do you want on an easier level to help develop these players? Maybe, I don't know. If anyone does know, if it does directly correlate to higher difficulty, better the players, etc. First time volley. What a finish! What a finish from Bowen, man. Why, I bet. So we're going to try and press up a little bit here. Oh, again, it's just too easy to press him. One thing that's quite overpowered is the finesse shot in this game mode. I think it's because the keepers are, as I said, like when I'm scouting, the keepers are generally really bad in this game. I don't think they're great. I don't know whether that's because of the diving bug as well. But they're really not great in the game, keepers, and I think if you finesse an awful lot of these shots, you can get away with quite a lot, to be fair. And score some pretty mad goals, especially from outside the box as well, if you really wanted to. I like sweaty goals because they're nice people more. Like finesse, but there, I should never have gone like that, should it? You know what I mean, man. I don't know why I'm crossing it in against someone who's 6'9". So what I mean, finesse goal like that. The keepers are so bad; it's so easy to do it. But there we go. That's maybe a little tip you can probably use in your career modes. Finesse shots are really overpowered in this season's one. To be honest with you. 1 second left, they shouldn't score nothing, but yeah, there we go, 7-0 in the final, nice and easy. The difficulty is quite low. You can see some good overalls for all the players, but there you have a little look at player development. It's going pretty well. There's some ones that are going up pretty nicely all the way through the board, but yeah, quite happy with that, quite happy indeed. So I am now going to stop that there. That is episode 2. Episode 3 will be carrying on from here all the way to the end of the season to see how we finished off in the positions and also to see who we can get it in through the youth searches. Don't forget, our youth search does end in April. So when it comes to April, we will be looking for different positions, different things. So let me know where you would like to go to search for the next best talents. Again, thank you for watching, big love, appreciate you so much, and let me know of any other challenges you want me to do as well, i.e. any other career mode challenges. Let me know and we'll get them on board as well. But once again, thank you so much for watching, take care, much love, peace.